All right, guys. So I just want to say, first of all, congratulations for even thinking about selling your home or even looking into what you need to do to sell your home. I think it is crazy important to plan and to be well informed about the whole process. So let me start by saying congratulations. I also want to tell you that we are going to, as you can see, my screen is up and shared, but we are going to go over one of my best kept secrets to protect, my sellers. Of course, that's why you clicked on this. But I want to say first, I am not an attorney. So I am a real estate agent. I am a registered nurse. I did not pass the bar, so I am not an attorney. I don't even pretend to be one. So, if you need anything other than what I am offering here, as far as just reading what is here and how it would apply to you as a seller, please reach out to an attorney because unfortunately, legally, I cannot interpret the law for you. So, that's just my little soapbox. Let me get off of it and start with this. So, this is a seller's home of choice addendum. In Maryland, there are a ton of forms that we add into the contract depending on what the actual transaction needs. In Southern Maryland specifically, there's like right to farm, and there's even an addendum that talks about some of the aircrafts that fly overhead. But that's just to be specific to that area. This is a form that has been done by the Maryland Realtors Association, otherwise known as MAR. In Maryland, Southern Maryland specifically, I am a part of both the Maryland Association of Realtors and the Southern Maryland Association of Realtors. So this is officially official. So this here, you would date your addendum here. Now, this is something that I will do for you, but I think it's important that you know this exists because a lot of people don't. They think that they just have to be homeless, and that's not the case. So the contract is contingent upon the seller's purchase, financing, settlement, or lease. So this is saying you don't have to leave your home until you find a situation that best suits you and your family. Now, know that if this is not in your listing packet, this is not readily available, this is not signed by the person who puts an offer on your house and you accept it, this does not apply. Nothing applies unless it is signed, it is dated, and initialed. So please, this has to be in there before you accept an offer. Okay, so you choose one of these options. The reason that you're going through these, you have to the reason you're going through this is because you are specifically stating the event that has to happen before you are going to accept a contract on your house. And of course, it has to be dated because you have to know what the deadline is. But you could have a written contract of sale, meaning like all parties accept it. So you found the house that you absolutely love and you have, now you have a contract and sweet. Okay, well, you've got a contract on your house. Now you can move. As long as it happens by that date. With B, the contract is contingent upon the seller receiving written financing. What a lot of people don't know is you can hit that pretty little pre-approval button all day long, but it doesn't hold its weight the same way as an actual application. So yes, you can house hunt with a pre-approval, but you may not purchase a house with only a pre-approval. You have to have actual financing commitment, meaning that it has gone under, or rather through underwriting, and they've really done a deep dive into your finances. So bonus tip, please don't go buy a Tesla or anything else like that for, that matter, because that will put you in a bad spot. C, the contract is contingent upon the settlement of seller's home of choice on or before. So that means that you have done your inspections, you've done your appraisals, you have done your final loan application, and you have gotten all the way to the table and signed those pretty little papers that are like 5,000 years deep, on or before. So you already have possession of your next home, and then you're allowing them to buy your current home. A lot of people look at me like I've got six heads when I say that. It is possible for people to be approved for enough to have their current loan on their actual house that they are living in addition to another home. A great example of that is VA buyers. Sometimes they buy like a starter home because they were single when they bought it. And their certification allows them to buy, let's say it's a total of $600,000 and they want to buy a $400,000 house and their other loan was for $200,000. So there is some flexibility in that depending on what your situation is. And then lastly, the execution of a written lease agreement for the seller's home of choice on or before. Your home of choice could be something that you decide to lease. Let's say that you are active duty military and you know that you're going to have orders and you just don't want to have to deal with putting your house on the market. I will tell you that there are people that put their house on the market even when they get orders, and it is possible to sell your home while you are at another duty station. But there are some people that decide that. There are other people who are having a change in their life, and they need to sell their house, and they're just not sure what they want to do next. So they do decide to do an executed lease. But this allows you to do that. The bottom line is, with this form, the contract of sale that someone puts on your house is null and void if this is not met. So you're not going to be left homeless with this type of form in place. And you're not just going to say, well, thanks for putting your house on the market and see you later. So please know that you do have to have the conversation about this form. It's not like, oh, I know it's there, I didn't sign it, so I want it now. Like, it has to be planned for, it has to be done in advance. But it is a possibility. And so that is the whole purpose of this video right now, is to just let you know that this is one of the many, many possibilities out there as far as getting exactly what you want as when buying your new home and also when selling your current home. So I hope this was super duper helpful, and I can't wait to talk to you soon.